Let's talk about focus. I'm talking about this focus, which I think is the true source for success. That was my computer in summer of 2006. If you're below the age of 30, PowerBook G4. This thing even had a CD drive. And that was the time when I saw one of the first YouTube videos out there. One part, let me quickly show you.
And since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life.
He's talking about a part of his life that obviously to me was about the ability to focus, to strip everything away and focus on the essentials. Of course, I knew Steve Jobs by then, but I didn't know his background and his story. And when I started researching, I found out that he was very close to the concept of Zen, which is like more a practice for everyday life, how you live your life. By researching that, I saw this picture of him sitting in his room with just a pillow and a lamp, listening to music and then working on an idea. And I thought, this is a concept worth trying. I mean, stripping everything away, this was what his products were. Limited to what's essential. That's why people bought a lot of these products. Fast forward to today, without focus, I would not be in the driver's seat for my life. And you can ask any successful entrepreneur, most of them will tell you it's all about
how you've achieved what you've achieved.
Focus, you know.
Focus on signal over noise.
To focus, laser focus.
Focus on whatever your ultimate goal is.
And there's really just two things needed if you want to apply focus to your life and make it a fixed part of your life. Most of us have a very fast pace in our lives. We're available all the time, on the run, the plane, the train, the car, we drive to the meeting, run to the next meeting. A lot of tension and a lot of stress, or it can end up in a lot of stress in that part of the life. And on the other side, we then look for relaxation, time off, chilling, hanging out, drinking, partying, and like the total opposite. What my Zen master explained to me in the very beginning, there is tension and there is no tension, like relaxation. On these two sides. What you're looking for in Zen is the right tension. You need tension if you do sport, if you do workout, if you want to like have a healthy life. You need some tension in your body to stand upright. There is something in between. It's actually the root for focus because this is what will bring focus to everyday life. There is a Zen story from an old Zen master and he was asked by his students who said, well, Zen master, you're so old, you deserve to chill, you deserve to relax. Why do you still keep working? And he says, a day without work is like a day without food. You want to find the pace in between. That's the one side to understand. That's the first thing. And then the other side is not about managing time or prioritizing. It's all about managing your attention. Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Focus is about attention. And this is all about stuff that is cluttering your life and your mind, stuff that you own. As Tyler Durden said in Fight Club.
What? Things you own end up owning you.
Every piece we own takes a little bit of our attention away that we could spend into something that we really want to do, because every piece needs a little bit of attention. But the same is true for the digital stuff that you own. I'm a very digital person, and by then I was owning one computer and I took a hard drive and took all the stuff from one computer to the other computer and then to another computer and a new computer, and then cluttering my hard drive, having a completely crowded desktop as many people have today, and I still own. I really have to think of getting rid of that computer now. And that's why I really like the idea of having a cloud, like uploading all the stuff to the cloud, being able to search it, but not having it on the computer, being able and free to access the stuff whenever I want, but not cluttering my life. This is also taking away attention from what you really want to focus on. Today there are so many tools out there. You can have Evernote for all the notes and the bookmarks you have. I use a Kindle, the Kindle app on my phone, because I can actually mark stuff on the Kindle. I can then later on the computer see my marked stuff in my notes and work through it. I can upload all the stuff I have to OneDrive or G Suite, the photos that you have on your phone. You can upload that to Google Photos. It's backed up and you have an access everywhere. You don't need to worry about, oh, what happens if my device gets stolen?
One of their devices got stolen.
If you're working for me, all the computers have a built-in button, a red one. If you press that,
I'll be back.
And the most important part to declutter is actually the stuff in your mind. And in Zen, they call that the monkey mind. You think of a beautiful day you had with your family on the beach. And then you think of your family and your daughter who was with you on the beach. That moment you think, oh shit. I had to pick up my daughter from the kita today. This is what we call associative thinking, and the brain works like that. We think associative, like we have one thought and then we jump to the next thought. We're not computers, we're not thinking in a linear way. This is where our creative power comes from, but this is also what keeps us awake at night when we have a thought and the thought starts wandering to the next one, the next one, the next one. This is mind wandering. That's why meditation is not some esoteric bullshit. It makes you stronger, it makes you bolder, it makes you more powerful, because it's like training for your attention muscle. The samurai used meditation before they went to war. They knew the solution does not come from thinking. It comes from tapping into your intuition and then make a decision. Practicing meditation is very easy to learn, but very hard to keep going every day. Just sit on your ass, you have your knees on the floor, or you just knee and then sit upright with your back, have your hands folded. The hand that is less active holds the other hand, so my left hand holds the right hand, put it in front of your belly, and then you just start breathing. You try to breathe in, and then with the first breathe out, you count 1, you breathe in, and with the second breathe out, you count 2, and so on. And try to do that up until 10 without having a thought. If you have a thought, you just start with 1 again. It takes a while until you get to 10. Steve Jobs was the entrepreneur who had the ability to tap into this superpower of intuition and to express that in a very clear vision to his people. His focus came from practicing every day. It was part of his life, it was part of the company, part of the culture from Apple that Apple is still living off today. As Steve Jobs said, stay hungry, stay foolish. Try it out for yourself and see if this ability to focus and to put your attention on stuff that really matters helps you in your life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And I think I now have a mission to do some decluttering.